Hello everyone, it is February 14th, 2014, and it's Valentine's Day. And on this Valentine's Day, I am not distracted by being in a relationship and getting chocolates and all that, though I did get chocolates. Um, but today I'm focused on something a little bit more important, actually. Today I have for you 5 reasons to adopt your clothes. So I'm just going to get right into it, and I'll start with the most persuasive reasoning. Reason number 1, it's cheaper. Money is tight for most people nowadays, almost all the time. So when it comes to picking up something new for your wardrobe, it can be a pretty daunting task when you know that you're going to walk out of a store with maybe 2 t-shirts and a pair of jeans and spending almost, if not more than, $100. But what if you could what if you could get all that at a fraction of the price? Well, that's where used stores come in. Used clothing stores sell things really cheap. A pair of jeans that would be $60 new can come in gently used for like $10 to $20. Pretty great, huh? Number 2, it's better for the environment. The amount of forest we cut down for the plantations that we grow our cotton in, which is the majority of what we make our clothes out of, is cotton. It's ridiculous. Like, we cut down so many forests for that. And with the amount of toxic fumes and everything that we're spewing into our environment nowadays especially, it's more important than ever to reduce your environmental footprint as much as possible. So that's why it's super great to shop used for the environment. Because every time you buy a used clothing item, you are not funding the destruction of an environment, and you're getting an awesome deal on something great, and you can feel great about doing it. Number 3, it's cruelty-free. So, being a vegetarian, it's super hard for me to find nice formal wear, mostly because it's hard to find shoes that look formal but are also vegetarian, because leather isn't vegetarian. Um, so one of the ways of getting around that is buying used leather shoes. Now, some people would disagree with me and say that I shouldn't be buying anything leather because I'm a vegetarian, but me as a vegetarian, I believe that I can buy things used as long as the profits aren't being used to turn around and hurt other animals, because it makes no difference to a used clothing store whether I buy the $12 pair of leather shoes or the $12 pair of jeans. I mean, it's the same thing to them. They're not gonna suddenly ask for more donations of leather things from people. That's not what's gonna happen. So, it's cruelty-free, it's awesome, you're not hurting animals in doing it, and again, you're not putting money into these farms where they grow cotton and they raise animals to be turned into leather, that kind of thing. Which, when they do that, they destroy the homes of millions of other animals because they have to plow down forests and stuff to build those farms. So, again, super great for the environment, super great for animals, and you can feel good about your purchases. Number 4, it's actually not grosser than buying new clothing. New clothing is pretty gross when you think about it. You have people who have been wearing jackets all day, they're all sweaty, and they go into a clothing store and they want to try something on. So they try on a shirt, and their pit stains transfer to the new shirt's pits, and suddenly that new shirt is covered in someone else's sweat. And a lot of the times when you buy new clothes, a lot of us don't actually wash our clothes before we wear them. Because they're new, why do I need to wash them? They're already clean. I've never worn them before. Well, someone else did. And I mean, even if it was only for a few seconds, it doesn't take very long for sweat to imprint on a shirt. Pretty gross. And used clothing stores oftentimes will actually wash the clothes before putting them out on display because they acknowledge the fact that it's pretty gross that people might not wash their own clothes before donating them. Um, Number 5, you're giving to a great cause. So used clothing stores are great places because they provide somewhere for single parents, the poor, anyone who can't afford new clothes but needs new clothes, to go and get clothing that isn't falling apart. And maybe, like, single parents are a great example. Like, they want to get their kids something to wear to school, like for back to school season, but they can't afford to spend like $300 on a new wardrobe for their kids' like grade 5 school year. So this is a great way for those people to be able to buy the things that they need at a price that works for them. That being said, when you buy used, it's very, very, very important that you leave the store with no more than you donated going into it. So every time you want to go and buy something at Value Village or that kind of thing, um, bring some clothes to donate too. Clothes that are actually still wearable and that they actually can sell. It's a great way of supporting a great cause and helping those companies to expand further and help more people and save more environments. Um, so overall, it's a great idea to shop used. You can find lots of unique looks for a fraction of the cost that you'd find them at retailers, and you can always end up walking out with something great. Um, and I think that covers everything. Doing my videos all in one take is very annoying, but I don't know the first thing about video editing, so I'm sorry about all the ums and the pauses and the tripping over my tongue, but it's going to be a little while before I figure all that stuff out. So thanks for listening. Bye!